Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith of the Black, and we went through a lot of things in the Power Hour tonight, but you can see this chop shop in here for the SPY, and all these things stuck in here. We got our outside day, and I'll blow that up for you, because how are we going to get outside of that tomorrow is what we want to know, right? We've got rallied back, and they're just stuck in here. We need to get out of here, and if we go back to our monthly, and I talked about this over the weekend, how are we going to get outside of this? The higher high, the lower low, closer to the three combination 3 down, because that took out those highs, but that would have to happen. And so we're still on the 60, and back and forth we go, right? So how do we get out of this? We don't know yet. So it's the beginning of the year, so we have all these new continuity levels. No hurry, let them happen. You know, we had XLE start to back off so last year. But if we go to this from the monthly, we know that it was a 2 up, 2 down month, and then just starts off the year with a rough day, 2-2 reversal year. So, but still, you can see all this range still stuck in here. So there's not a lot of things, that we're going after just yet. Let them open, let them do something. You know, if we go to Google on the daily, so we want to see if this goes 2-2 reversal on the day, and that would tell us, we had Meta also 2 up, but that's an inside day, so that would be a nice one if they can start hammering those things, because we know that Apple had a rough day. Still, Tesla's here, but a lot of tight ranges, even though these things seem like they're really moving, and these things are. I mean, there's no doubt about it that some of these big boys are coming down, but it's early in the year, it's early in the week. We've got the jobless games coming out on Friday. I know it doesn't mean too much. Something like a checkpoint. Keep an eye on that daily. 2 up, 2 down. With your Googs, IDCC actually had a real nice day. So when we look at these kind of things and say, okay, who's taking out last month's highs? Who's taking out last week's lows? And IDCC been stuck in here. So the question is, can it keep going? Or does it go 2-2 and take this out? So a lot of tight ranges that we're keeping an eye on. But until we have discernible trends, discernible things going into rotating into different sectors, it's the beginning of the year. It's also a short week. So just like last week for SPY, I said, we got a good chance at inside weeks. And you did. Now you got a good chance at an outside week to the downside after today's outside day. But if you can take this out to the upside, that would get my attention, because it's an outside day. If you can start doing that, then you'd go after the re-break of the week. If you can't do that, then we're looking to the outside week to the downside. But a lot of things really tight here. So we're going to play it hour by hour. As anybody's been with me on the headset, I'm pulling back here and being like, well, that's 3 weeks and nothing right into here. And we're starting off the new year. So, we want to see when there's discernible breaks, which we do not have as yet. Yes, last week or last year, we were very lucky. We had the XLE. Then later, we had a bunch of other stuff kick in. But, for the tech on the downside, right now we don't have that, right? So we're going to be taking profits if you're trading. Always make sure you're in a winning position. But for right now, we don't know. How are you going to get out of this 3-week range? That's what we want to know as far as the futures are concerned. And, a lot of stocks, like I said, we're just starting off the new year. Let them open. Let's see what the long red and green bars look like. Then we know what to go after. Right now we don't have that, so we'll keep it tight. Yeah, that's good for today. I'm Rob Smith, Smith the Black with the Nightly Vid.